Hey guys, so from the title you guys can tell this is a bit of a different video. I'm planning to do a bit of a destash just because I'm trying not to like hoard planners. For once in my life, I'm like, you know what? I just need to purge. And so I posted this on my Instagram already. So if you're not following me there already, go follow me there because that's where usually everything gets out first. But yeah, I was like, why don't I just do a video so you guys can also see the planner and I can just like chit chat, talk about random planner things that we all love to talk about, I think. Yeah, so why don't we just get started? I have quite a few to go through. Because you guys know me, if you guys have watched my videos, you've seen that I've like literally changed planners like every other month. It's awful. So I'm in front of a window, so it's natural lighting. I don't know if this helps or makes it worse, but let's just give it a go. So this is a A5 Filofax Finsbury, and this is one of my first like leather planners in A5 size, I think. And it just looks like that. It's in amazing condition. I barely used it. So you can see on the edging and everything. Hopefully this lighting comes out okay, but it's that pebbled leather. I feel like there's maybe like a tiny, see that tiny bit of an indent there? But other than that, it's pristine. Like you can't even tell really from the front. Inside that, I just kept some of my older inserts, but it would come with the Filofax like dividers. It's all pristine. Like I literally probably used it. Oops, probably shouldn't flip to my passport pages, but it's literally completely pristine. Yeah, like I literally barely used it. Here's the back. I mean, you guys can look up A5 Filofax. And so this was one of my first like ring planners. And I really got into rings like maybe a year or two ago. So it was my first one, like, you know, everybody goes with A5 size. And I obviously wanted to try something else. So I soon after got another one. So I thought I would just let this go because I haven't reached for it for a while. But, oops, sorry. I don't know if you can tell, but it's in really good condition. Yeah, there's no scuff marks. All the corners and everything are perfect. I've never taken it outside. I think I used it at home maybe for like a month or two before I obviously moved on to a different size. You guys know me. So the next one, oh, and I should probably say, everything, all the prices are going to be in USD and not including shipping, just because like depending on where you are and the type of shipping that you want, it'll be a different cost. And I would just prefer to do it that way than like bake it into the price, because then you might be paying over for something. So I thought that would just be more accurate. So for this one, I'm going to be selling it for $90 USD. And yeah, so that's that one. So the next one is this Moterm Personal Versa in the pebbled or Litchi gray color. And oh man, the sun's coming out. This lighting is so much better. And this one is from Moterm. I've done another video of it, like about how this is like an amazing 3-in-1 cover, because the inside you can hold like mini HP rings. This is obviously personal rings, and this will come with like the 30mm rings I think I put in here, but I can switch it to 25 if you prefer. Yeah, so it's the outer and the inner shell. Again, these are like all pristine. I don't really take my planners out, so the fact that I don't take them out anywhere and that I change planners like every 10 seconds probably helps. So it has a big pocket. I mean, I have another video. I can link it here if you guys want to see me talk more in detail about the actual planner. But this is the version 2, I think. That comes with the million pockets, the gray inner. Yeah, all really good condition. Of course, if you guys want more like pictures or videos, just message me on my Instagram is probably the quickest way, and I can send them to you and talk to you more in detail about them, because you guys know I love talking planners. And so this one I am selling for $75, and like, do I regret? Am I gonna regret selling these? I feel like that's why I hold on to a lot of these, because like I feel like I'm gonna regret it, or I'm gonna like rebuy it. But I've been just telling myself if I haven't reached for it in a while and I'm not like reaching for it, then I should just get rid of it, because if I really want it back, I can, you know, rebuy it again. So anyways, that's what I'm telling myself. That's the right way to think about it, right guys? Okay, so the next little guy is the Moterm Pocket Luxe. And I actually bought the cream croc at the same time that I bought this one, because the cream croc wasn't in stock. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy the white lychee. And then like literally the next day, the cream croc came back in stock. So I bought two at the same time. And I've never even used this. Like I put the inserts in here and I've like literally never ever used it. It's completely brand new. Like I've never used it. Like I put the stuff in and now it just holds my inserts. I'm not even kidding when I say I've never used it. And, you know, these, I'll put all of these, like, or any of them that you want in a box. I have boxes, a lot of Moterm boxes, so I can put them in a box for you, and the dust bag as well. So, like, literally, it'll feel brand new when you get it. It has the two clasps. And, yeah, you can see the corners. They're completely brand new. So this one I am selling for $40. And the reason I'm finally parting with it, I have the cream one that I could get rid of too, I guess. If anybody wants the cream one, let me know. That one is a bit more used. Let's see, let me show it to you. In case somebody wants it. Oops, that's not it. It's in here. See, like I have a million boxes. So I'll put it back in a box. I put it in like a dust bag for you too. I think I have dust bags. So it'll be like brand new. So I said this one's $40. I guess I'll just show you the cream croc one. So this was the cream croc one, and this is the one that I actually like set up and I was using. If somebody really wants this one, let me know. I'm willing to part with it, I think, because I've discovered recently that I think I'm just more prone to like thinner planners. If you guys have seen my recent videos, I've kind of been talking about that, and before I was all about like chunky, and now I'm kind of like, no, I should go thin. So this one is a little bit used, but you can't even really tell, to be honest. Like I used it, again, probably because every planner that I even use, I use for like a couple months and then I switch. I'm terrible, but anyways, I don't know. I'm not as wanting to part with this, but if somebody really wants it, you can let me know down below. I'll list everything down below, and if it's sold, then I'll say sold. If it's not, it's still there. The next one I'll show you is my A6, Moterm A6 Luxe, and this is in the Litchi taupe color. I loved this size for a little bit, and then I decided that maybe I'll do less square, and I've actually been using like personal and loving it after I started writing smaller. Just side notes that you guys don't care about. But anyway, so here included, I'm selling it as a bundle because I have like a pretty nice setup in here and I just haven't used A6 again. I don't plan to. So I just want to get rid of everything together. But it comes with like the 3 cloth and paper inserts. Completely brand new, literally never opened it. I have my own shop, so I just use my own inserts. And inside here, basically, you can have everything that's in here. Whatever is in here, you can have. If you want the full setup, just let me know. But it's going to include the 4 top dividers as well as the side dividers. And I also have like these really nice cloth and paper dashboards. You know, the really nice ones on these special boards and stuff. So if you want a detailed flip of like exactly the inserts that are included, you can just message me. You probably don't want the 21 one. But yeah, so I printed some other ones too. You can have those too if you really wanted it. But yeah, so that's that. And for this one, I'm selling everything together. So all of these inserts, the dividers, basically the whole setup for $145. And I would like to sell it together because I am trying to make as little trips to the post office as possible. So that's that one. Okay, so the next one is this Cadenta, I think is how you pronounce it, notebooks. I'll link down the name and everything down below. I got it from Etsy. It's a vegan leather, and this is a pocket size TN, and it has the big back pocket, has some card slots, and a pencil thing here. So that's the next one. And I think she has her own like website now, Cadenta Shops or something like that. Before she was only on Etsy. Oh, here's the name. Yeah, so this one was one of my first TNs, and I really wanted the back pocket. This was before Moterm had them and everything. So this one I'm just selling for $40. And then I have some other smaller items. I'm hoping to sell these as a bundle with other stuff, just because like they're, you know, less expensive. I prefer to go to the post office as little as I could. But this is the Moterm Weeks in the cream croc, so it's fairly white. It has the clasp. So this is the only one where the condition is definitely much more worn in. So if you see the corners here, they're not as perfect. And again, I can send you more videos if you send me a message on Instagram. So this one I'm just selling for $10 because of the condition. So this has the back pocket, it has all the pockets, or the credit card holders, a slot there, slot there. It's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, so I'm still using the Moterm. Sorry, I'm still using a Hobonichi Weeks, but now I think I just prefer it in like a clear and clear pocket. So I'm just gonna get rid of this one. So this one, I told you I'm just selling for 10. A couple more smaller items. This one is a passport, Moterm Simple Passport TN. Again, this is one of the only ones where there's actually a little bit of a mark there, and normally I don't have any markings on my planners, and they're like pretty pristine. So this one, again, I'm only selling for 10. Yeah, it's like the simple notebook one or whatever, and yeah, it's like two-toned. Right now I have like the actual Traveler's Company one, so that's why I'm just gonna get rid of that one. That's passport size. A couple more things. Okay, this one is the Patent Robin's Egg Filofax, and looks like that. It's a beautiful color. Like I literally used this 3 times, I think. So this one I'm just selling for $20. I have another one. It's again the Filofax Domino. It's the rings pocket. This one is in the color Fawn, and it's not patent. Those two, of course, are not real leather. They're vegan leather. Really cute though. This one I'm selling also for $20. And I think I'm near the end. So this one is a Hobo cover, or an A6 cover. It's not the real Hobonichi's brand. So yeah, the quality's definitely not as good as the Hobonichi's cover, of course, and the price will reflect that. I'm just selling it for $10. It has the 2 pen loops that you could like put the pen through so it closes. Kind of like the color. The front's a bit fuzzy. It's obviously not leather. Yeah, so that's the last one. And I guess those are all the planner sizes that I've tried. And some of them I continue to use, but of course, like I said, I like cycle through things all the time. Those are kind of the covers that I haven't been reaching for a long time. So I'm just like, oh, I should get rid of it. I should really get rid of it. And you know what? It's okay. I'll make some room for some new ones. And if I want those sizes again, I'll just buy them again. I guess it'll bring some new excitement to have to wait for it, right? So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching kind of a random video. If there's anything that you like, just let me know down below. And I'll mark any of the ones that are sold as sold, of course. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!